start.
We're just having a lot of fun just shaking around.
Start your engines. Kilgore Void, beat the rush. Oh my goodness.
Kilgore Void gets on before I do.
Man, Vallejo, don't use this type of bottle for your liquid gold colors. Holy moly. I cannot get this thing open.
But then the kids will drink it.
Ooh. That's a good point.
I know. I usually drink my liquid gold.
Craig Turpin, hi. Lucky Bats. All right.
That was my hello to you guys. Oh, first burp of the stream at 9:01. That's how we like it. All right. Going through some paints and reviving before I get back to some painting.
And I am going to be painting with some Vallejo Liquid Gold, which is an alcohol-based paint, which means I got to use.
Which means you have to drink alcohol while you use it.
I already had a couple shots, but I
got some paint on my pants now.
There we go. And so I've got three little mixing cups. One of them has got my paint, and then two of them are for cleaning my brush. And so here we go. Yeah, this is the best. If you want like a silver, this is the silver. You know, the only downside is it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to use.
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what they call me. I'm a little bit of a pain in the butt to use.
Has the stream always been in 480p?
I sure hope so. Cool. I think, yeah, I don't know. All I know is 144p because my internet connection's weird.
My cat says, my cat is gnawing on my arm.
Well, that's just rude.
It'd be weirder if you didn't own a cat, but there was a cat gnawing on your arm.
It'd be weirder if you were gnawing on your cat.
It'd be weirder if your cat had an arm.
And then you were gnawing on it.
See, I guess I'll just paint everything. Silver.
Silver and gold, silver and gold. It's that season.
Pen.
What is
Silver and
that song
gold?
about?
It's from the. Isn't it from Rudolph? He meets a nice, I guess, explorer who loves silver and gold.
I don't know the origins. I just know vague songs from a long time ago.
Yeah, Kilgore can probably confirm.
Yeah. Can we get a confirmation? Kilgore's our fact checker.
Kilgore is our young Jamie from the the Joe Rogan podcast.
I have paint on my hands. So I got a little too messy.
I got paint on the model.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you don't want that.
Gonna have to wipe it off.
Ah, Nate's Miniatures is here. Welcome, Nate. Got a little paint on the pants. Got a little paint on the hand. Got a little paint on the ass, but that's something different.
Pangburn Dark likes our video from today.
Ah, it's a fun one. Everyone likes a good plinth. Ah, now I'm trying to find a good bust to print.
That's true. You could probably paint a really nice plinth. Or paint. You could probably 3D print a really nice plinth. But you know what? Not every problem has a 3D printing answer.
Yeah. You wouldn't 3D print a car. Except for the people that are doing that. Alright, we're back in business. And speaking of back in business...
Ah, there you go.
Gonna get dirty in here.
Yeah. Also, for using this Vallejo liquid gold, you probably don't want to use your favorite brush. I'm using a cheapo synthetic.
That's actually
it's called cheapo. It's from a paint line called Crap.
Well, I just 3D printed myself happiness. So explain that one, Nick. Well, can you please send me the STL? Because I desperately need it.
I feel like that's died down a little on the 3D printing Facebook pages I'm a part of. The STL question mark.
Yes.
Or people just finding products and then posting in the STL question mark. Hey, I found this cool thing online. Anyone have the STL? I saw this at Target the other day. Does anyone have an STL for it? I believe this this weapon he's holding is out of the knobs kit, because the model itself had it had like a pirate sword. Nate's Miniatures has been meaning to buy some Vallejo metallics. Well, I can definitely suggest the Liquid Gold series. Absolutely gorgeous.
I've been using the Vallejo Liquid Gold for my secret kill team.
The only downsides to the Liquid Golds is hard. They're a little hard to work with because, like a traditional paint, you base coat and then you highlight. But with these, you kind of get what you get, and then you have to work with what you got. Because you can't really mix. You can't really mix these paints to darken them or lighten them.
I have a little trick that I watched some YouTube videos about that I did with my kill team, and what people were doing is, at least to darken, lighting is a different story, and I don't know how to do that. But to darken, what people were doing is they were putting a burnt sienna ink in their airbrush, and using that from below.
That makes sense.
If I do say so myself, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking, I bet you can put alcohol-based paint in this and see what happens. So did I get all the spots?
All right. How the hell am I going to do this? this the right color? Is this the right color for the job?
Is this the right job for the color?
That's true. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be too dark.
Let's see. Did I get the metal?
Get on the Print Hammer Discord. Lots of those questions there on the daily. In the wrong place.
That's okay. Remember that comment we got where someone was like, "Hey, cool sentinels! I've been trying to print these forever. Can you give me detailed detailed measurements?"
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, on our we made a reel with some of our with your
Instagram
sentinels, and it's just and it's just them we 42 millimeter or 35 millimeter. We recorded it. An old camera, but and then we got the question, the general dimensions of the whole thing, because I want one. A little too ASCII, I would say.
Also on Instagram.
Yeah, they're silly. Hey, Void 16.
Void 16.
Okay. You know what? I'm debating. Screw it. Hello, fellow void person. You got a gaggle of voids. Is it a murder of voids? Probably a murder.
Let's see. So I've been enjoying this painting process of finishing it in little chunks. It does make it a little nerve-wracking though, because you have to be like, I hope I don't get some fresh paint on all the stuff I've spent so much time and effort painting to perfection. It's like painting in the lines of the model. This is it on hard mode.
Ooh. I think the void for the roll as prime void. I like that.
Thesaurus boy Photoman 72. I need an orc HQ. Any recommendations? Well, I mean, this one is great. It's Captain BADRUKK. He's kind of a pirate themed guy. Orcs have a lot of really cool characters. They have two different war bosses. There's the old Assault on Black Reach you can find on eBay, or there's the new one with like a pet squig that you can buy. He comes in a pack of knobs. It's a little lame you can't buy them separate, but you need knobs too, so whatever. There's a really cool knob that comes in the that comes with the commandos. He could make a really cool war boss. There's boss Snickrot, who is I think like another sneaky orc. And then there's tons of orcs in the Age of Sigmar range, too, that would not take too much effort to convert to 40k.
That's true.
Any other? I think they still sell the old orc war boss, too. He's a little on the small side nowadays. but he still looks all right.
But we would never make fun of him
Nah.
for being small.
Oh, and obviously Gazgul.
Smatterhouse.
Also, the old Gazgul would actually make a
Oh,
really
God.
nice HQ.
Yeah, but he's tiny.
Yeah. Hmm.
Compared to the
And for a long time, that Gazgul was enormous.
yeah.
And now he's just a little tiny guy. Because new Gaz is about the size of a Primaris Dreadnought. Or not Dreadnought. Yeah, Dreadnought. I don't know why. For some reason, that's the second time Dreadnought has been like a mental block in my name or in my brain.
You in my name. Yeah, you have there's something with you that don't agree.
There's no Dreadnought in J.
Yeah. Maybe one day there'll be a J and a Dreadnought.
Ooh, Baltimore has a lovely story about a space marine being mortally wounded, but then put into a dreadnought. And it's just such a good story. It's like the space marine dying, but like the space marine is almost excited to die because he's like, I did my best, I fought my hardest, everyone thought I was the best, and like the space marine's just ready to die, and then all of a sudden the his brothers offer him internment, and he's like, oh my god, this is the greatest honor.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up in the dreadnought.
Do you think some of them were like, God damn it?
Probably. I mean, I think the Chaos Dreadnoughts, they all hate their lives. I don't think they get the option.
Yeah. I don't want to do this. This is hard.
Kilgore Void. So did Games Workshop stop making the small, easy-to-build packs of figures? I don't see them around much anymore. Those were great for beefing up your army. Yeah, I wanted to buy them not too long ago, too. They had the easy-to-build Redemptor, easy-to-build Primaris, Aggressors, and there was something else that was easy to build, too. Yeah, I think they phased them out. They were nice. They were like 30% cheaper than the real kits. Yeah.
That's why they got rid of them.
Dr. Drokel. Jay, why did you opt to paint the flesh last on this guy? Do you always do that? No, I usually do it first for my orcs, but I feel like he has so much decoration and so little skin. Kind of made sense to do the skin last. Because the skin is just his hands that are, holding the weapons and his face. Kilgore Void, that's a damn shame. I got a bunch of Chaos Cultists for fairly inexpensive with those. I think the Chaos Cultists are still available. I think it's like 10 bucks for 5 or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Connor Reed, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I recently had to track Games Workshop's product descriptions for keywords like push fit or easy to build. And it's kind of interesting the way they toss those words around. Because sometimes, like, with the cultists, they don't... Like, they say easy to build, but, like, they don't label it on the box. But then, like, they did for the Primaris stuff. I don't know, I think
it's because it's all
made up. It is. But now that it's been made up, I feel like they should conform to the YouTube standard.
Yeah. Yeah, conform to the YouTube standard. If only someone made a video about it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We're trying some wicked new stuff with filming. It's gonna be great.
every video we
Yeah.
try a new weird
Did
thing.
anyone see the video today? I mean, no one did. Did any? But the video today, I think, has some of the best miniature photography we've ever had.
Love a good spinny.
Brewer Marcy, hello. See, is that everything with the metallics? I think it is. I think maybe a couple little spots. Right there, looks like it didn't get hit. And for the hell of it, let's paint these little rings he has on the bottom of his little camo dick towel.
Did you guys get a new lens or camera? No, it's all the lighting. Just moving the lighting from one place to another, and just having a little bit more room. Just allowed that all to happen. Because I've always wanted to have like the backlit or that the cyc in the background with the color, but I never had enough room until now. And I didn't have that LED until recently. But yeah, I think it's some nice looking shots.
What metallic paint is that? It looks like real aluminum. Yeah, it really does. I mean, I'm sure it has a buttload of aluminum powder in it. It is Vallejo Liquid Silver. I wonder, does it say? Does it have any... Does it say what might be in there? Synthetic resin and metallic pigments. Metal pigment will rust on contact with water. No, it looks like they don't give up the secrets, but it is a very, very good silver or aluminum.
Trying to find... I had some inspiration for the lighting.
I spent more time in the video worrying about how close Jay gets his fingers to the radial arm saw blade. Yeah, it looks bad on camera. It wasn't quite that bad in real life, but my radial arm, it has a really, really sharp blade on there. It's really controllable. Yeah, I don't feel too in danger with that saw. Now the table saw, I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah, the table saw is the table saw was definitely the most dangerous one, just because that's a shit table saw with a bad blade, and yeah. But that wasn't great. Connor Reed likes the lighting. Craig Turpin, I was watching your video today, and it really hit me that it was really well produced and edited. Fun.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, I think out of our tutorials, that's one of my favorite ones. I really, really like it.
Amazon has a few easy to build. You can pick up 5 guardsmen for $12, 9 pounds, or about 16 Canadian Tire money. Aw, I'm pissed because I lost the stream because YouTube failure a few hours ago. Yeah, YouTube went down.
Yeah, we were worried about that.
Does anyone know some must-need paints for orcs? Seraphon or Skinks? I don't know if there's go-to colors really for any faction. I think you gotta just play it by ear. I mean, basics like green.
Oh yeah.
Brown never, you'll probably use a brown eventually.
That's true. I guess once you pick a scheme, I guess you go from there. If you want a green, you got to find your favorite green or a green that will work well, or I found that Instagram account. So it's _fizz_gig_. And he is a photographer who also paints miniatures. And so all of the miniature photography is absolutely gorgeous. And so I stole what he was doing. And so I want to try to make it more and more. Oh, I found some really, really cheap apertures. They're for microscopes. And so I'm going to try to build a light around that so I can control like how much of the beam is showing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can kind of dial it in. That's going to be exciting. There are rules posted up on the wall. Rule number 1: fear the table saw.
Yeah, the nice thing about the radial is your workpiece has 2 points of contact because it's sitting on the bed and it's up against the fence. With a table saw, there's really only 1 point. I mean, I guess there's 2 points because you're up against the fence as well, but it's not quite the same as having your piece sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
It's disgusting how YouTube can just make people vanish into nothing. Is that a power YouTube has? Do we need to live in fear of being vanished?
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, they promote what they promote the money, which is the problem.
Let's see. Well, this paint has to cure for a hot minute before I throw a wash on there. I'm making decals for my Ultra Smurfs. Would it be accurate to have the veterans have yellow hat for seniority? I believe veterans usually have white helmets. There we go. See, I'm pulling my weight.
There we go. Just had to give it.
Like most things in life, they reel you in with promises of greatness, and then they get comfortable bringing in draconian rules. I feel like the YouTube rules are pretty decent. Like no nudity, no Nazis. And that's about it. That's true.
I mean,
I have seen the occasional nudity as well. So
yeah, and there's a Nazi adjacents for sure.
You know, Nazi light, if you will.
Yeah. Dave Dog and I think are speaking on a spiritual level.
No nude Nazis.
With the defined Nazi.
That's no new Nazis for sure.
Yeah. It is a weird place. Yeah, and the big thing is creating controversy is like the thing that breaks the algorithm.
That's for command, and with spoiling much, making decals for the close support, fire support, and battle line, having issues of cooking up The vet one. Connor Reed. How do you paint Space Marine eyes? I love the heavy metal style of a black outlines and gradients, but I've never been good at doing it, so I fake it. You know, I've kind of gone back and forth on my Space Marine eyes. Sometimes I do it the heavy metal method, and sometimes I do it where I just kind of dot them with white and then use washes to kind of gradient them out. And I'm not sure which I like more. Just dotting them with white, I think, looks better as a model. But then when like you really give a close-up examination, the heavy metal lenses look better. But are they worth all that extra efforts? I don't know. Here, let me go grab a pair of Space Marines while they're sitting right next to me.
We're so lucky. Definitely should have picked out these details before, but I didn't.
So I've got 2 tactical Marines that are, I mean, you know, they're the same. One of them's in parts of Mark III armor, but other than that, and so the almost white eyes, I think they really kind of stand out better. But I don't know, I suppose the heavy metal ones look better, or they maybe have a little bit more personality. It's a little more what we're used to seeing from Marines, but I don't know, I'm very torn on which one of these is better.
Well, I think there's your answer.
So yeah, and I've been doing this method on all my Primaris. See, like this looks great when you're like staring it right in the face. But once you get yourself to that, 30-degree magic angle that we all see our models gaming wise, you don't really see much of anything. Whereas with this, you still see the little white dots.
Yeah, painting for the magic angle.
So, I don't know.
It sounds like a video right there.
And then you got your Primaris Smurfs. Zoom Mister Squints. That's not an orc.
Yeah. How dare you put a Space Marine up on screen?
Yeah.
I think that's false advertising.
Dave Dog. I'm an heavy metal style advocate. Yeah, they're both good. They're both pretty darn good. It's hard because it's like it's just a dot.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like.
Yeah, because it's just how much work you're gonna put into a dot. Just a tiny little dot. No, I hate it.
I don't know. Do you even like painting then? Jeez.
Those aren't Smurfs, they are Snorks. I never watched the Smurfs.
You won't win a top-tier painting competition in Europe painting in heavy metal
I
style,
don't
though.
think you'll win any competition painting in an heavy metal style. I mean, it's not like it's not a great style for. I don't want to say it's not a great style for like artistic expression, but it's like it's very flat because you don't really take into account like lighting.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is all
it's a
lit,
perfect style
evenly,
for the box
perfectly
art
lit.
because like you see the model and you see every detail and every single bit and weapon and pocket, but yeah, it's definitely a formula. A very tricky to pull off formula.
Yes.
Rogue Thousand Suns. Are the Thousand Suns not rogue enough? Zoomminster. Tuned in a couple times, curious. Some people block everything in, then go for detailed features, but you go detail features first, it seems. Yeah, I'm kind of trying on a thing on this guy. I've kind of been painting like I've been just picking a small area of the model and then just painting it until it's finished. So the first night I painted the brown coat, and then the next night I painted his tan cuffs, and then the next night I did this little box, and then the next night I did his dick towel. And I'm trying it out, and I'm liking it. It's a very enjoyable painting process, but it does lead to some problems, like fear of accidentally getting paint on finished details. And I think it leads to trickier, or like it's more difficult to make color selections. Because usually you make a lot of those color selections all at the beginning when you're blocking things out. And so I think that can lead to stronger choices than just kind of going, all right, well, I've already painted his entire coat. What color am I going to paint, his gun? What color am I going to paint his boots? So, it's a different style. And I don't know, I'll probably do it a few more times. And I'll probably try out a lot of different stuff. The nice thing about Stream is I'm often painting models that I don't really like. They're not going into my army, although this guy is. But I don't know. I guess my painting philosophy in general is I don't really take anything too seriously. No. Yeah, if I'm like, I cannot deviate from my paint scheme. I always use Ultramarines blue, and then I always mix with a 1-to-1 heavy blue and black. Like, I don't know. I just go with the flow. Heavy metal style is created for tabletop boldness. Yeah, I could see that. Their models look great in their photography.
To me.
Actually, the Snorks would be an Alpha Legion attempt to infiltrate the Ultra Smurfs. Dave Dog paints his minis neatly, but bright and garish.
Yeah. I love a good bright mini.
When I go into hobby shops and Games Workshop stores here in Spain, I look at the minis and they are painted well, but they are awfully dark and dull. I like standout, bright, vibrant colors instead. Yeah, you should check out a channel called Dana Howell. That's her bread and butter.
There was another channel that I've rather enjoyed. I'm blanking on the name right now.
Was it Sword and Steel?
Following her on Instagram. It was not.
What's up,
It was not Sword and
Augustus?
Steel.
Ooh, building some plastic mega knobs. How are those
Hey,
Mega Knobs? I've always eyed them. Never pulled the trigger.
awesome.
But they look super badass. Mr. N is painting Sisters of Battle. I'm so jealous of you guys. You guys have some fun stuff. Mm-hmm.
We'll just go buy more stuff.
Dark Prussian blue is not ultramarine blue. Unacceptable. No substitution. There's the European woman who paints bubblegum orcs. Oh, Nick, didn't you show me that?
I think that might be what it is.
With hatch style for
I don't
Highlanders.
remember-
Yes, that's gotta be it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't remember her name.
Augustus
I love
Sword
her.
and Steel winky face. I know, right? Augustus, I bought 9! You madman! That's a lot of Mega Knobs.
Dyson Demons
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm referring to. I love
Yeah.
the hatching. Amazing stuff. And she's been doing some stained glass windows, like that are Warhammer themed. Hilarious, awesome. They look really, really good.
Yeah, now that's a style.
Yeah, that's a really good style. Just in
Mm-hmm.
beautiful Instagram posts with the super bright models. I love it. Big fan. And they're a small YouTuber that you should all subscribe to.
Augustus is now regretting it. So long to build. Connor Reed, another method I've tried is doing a bright gradient on the whole eye, then washing dark to get the outline. After that, I put a white dot in the front of the eye to get a mean stare look. Yeah, I do something very similar with my Primaris. It's like seeing their eyes through their shades. I like to think that Space Marines actually what they see in their helmets is like a video screen of the outside world, and it's a little bit confirmed by Astartes, because Astartes is canon. We see one of the helmets break,
right.
and you see there's lenses, like camera lenses underneath the eyes. Because if you think about it, like Space Marines probably don't have a weak spot in their helmet, and so I like to think that their helmet is like solid steel, and there's just wires that run to cameras. So even if they were to get hit right in the eyeball, it wouldn't go straight through the helmet and into their head.
Hey, World War Art.
Oh, I need to check out more of Dyson Demon's work, because I love weird, unique stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's weird and unique, and it's really, really, really neat. Yeah, but I always like the bright stuff. It's fun. People, and also because people paint their stuff
Yeah, a lot
way
of the
too dark.
times.
I may or may not have a few examples of that I did way back when.
Yeah, there's this somebody working on a Primaris Space Marine army that gets shared all over Facebook. That's very like grim dark, but still uses some bright colors. It's like black armor with bone white helmets, and it's so badass. Oh yeah, they've totally got plates and cameras, but from an intimidation standpoint, it's cool. Could always say it's a light from their scanners. Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
Augustus, I just want a YouTube channel of a grandma playing 40k. Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty fun.
Cron LV16. I'm so sorry to find this stream so late. I have to get to bed. I've been watching your channel forever. I hope you start rolling out tutorials. Peace out. You hope we start rolling out tutorials? Where have you been?
We've been rolling out tutorials since 1984.
Oh yeah, we got tutorials.
Got a bunch of my Necron paint set was supposed to come on Tuesday, but it still has not come. I don't know. I think you should start suing. That's what I would do.
There we go. Yeah.
You really had to work through
Had to
something
force
for
it
the
down.
you.
You guys should do some tutorials with something specific, like bases.
That would be interesting. Eons of Battle tutorials. I thought those were ASMR videos this whole time.
I would paint all Space Marine eyes with full irises and pupils and make them anime Marines. I love themed armies. I love it. I love the Hello Kitty Marines. I love the Mexicrons. I love Mad Max orcs. If you have something and you just go for it, I just love it. The Buzz Lightyear Space Marines. So great.
Oh, those are amazing.
Now I want to see an anime Space Marine army. I love the Judicar. I think it has very anime inspiration. So maybe I'll have to put together an anime mood board for that. Give me some painting ideas. Ooh, Augustus. Would you do a video where you interview people on the street about what they think of what they think Warhammer is? That would be pretty cool.
We should do that right outside the Warhammer store.
We get like 3 people.
What do you think's going on in there?
There's not a lot of foot traffic.
Nah, there's so much with the.
If we go over to the
store right there. Go. Oh yeah, you go stop. You go bother grandmas that are trying to go to the Jewel. That'd be pretty funny. So what do you think goes on in there? I don't know.
Well, they're
nothing
right.
Good. I used to think it was a place when I was a kid. I used to, because it was called Games Workshop. So I thought people made video games there.
It's not a bad guess.
I never knew what it was. No.
I ordered some 28mm terrain pieces from Russia yesterday, and they're still not here. Ooh, Zerg619's next project is Astartes Assault Squad. I would love to see that made out of paper. A warhammer is a hammer you use in wartime.
I think Warhammer is MC Hammer after he gets drafted.
I always wanted to do a mini or army painted in the style of the Generation 1 Transformers. Would look ridiculous on the tabletop, but be so cool standalone. I bet that army would be more than meets the eye. Ah! So good. Transformers.
What wit.
Hey lady, have you heard of Warhammer? Yeah, my husband in World War One carried one on his belt when he came over the top of the trenches. It's getting more and more and more
Yep.
popular though.
I think that'd be fun.
I think they need to
It
do
is.
like a movie. Yeah. You know what? It'd get
Yeah,
the
like
word
the
out.
Warcraft movies, the World of Warcraft.
You know.
I watched
Mhm.
the the Warcraft movie drunk
And did it
at the
help?
movie theater with yeah. I mean, because it was fun because
Mhm.
it was myself, it was Ben and Brian. Brian was the only one that
Mhm.
played World of Warcraft or understands what Warcraft is. And then myself and Ben had no idea what was going on the whole time.
Mm.
But we were drunk, so it was so much fun. And then Brian was the designated
Mhm.
driver, so he had to he had to be normal and sober. And so we kept asking him questions.
Mhm.
And he didn't appreciate it very much. But who's that guy?
Mhm.
We didn't meet him yet.
How come the orcs are
Who's
500-pound
he?
monstrosities, but the female orcs just look like sexy women?
Well, no, that one makes sense. Yeah, it's certainly odd.
Mhm.
There we go. And I mean, nobody else knows Ben, but he did this amazing thing.
Mhm.
So we get to the movie theater, and we've been drinking, right? We've been drinking. We have sodies and rum and cokes and stuff. He does. So we get to the movie theater. We sit down. We have popcorn. We're all ready to go. And the previews start, right? And he unzips his pants in the movie theater, right?
Mhm.
Nothing happens. We just watch the movie, right? And at the end of the movie, he runs out of the movie theater because he had to pee the whole time, and he unzipped
Oh
his pants to
god.
relieve pressure.
So he wouldn't would so he would
It's
so
like
that he
it's a long
wouldn't
movie.
miss any of this movie he doesn't care about or know anything about.
Yeah, he was just miserable the whole time.
That's Ben.
It was awesome. It is Ben. Dr. Drokel. What kind of movie theater were you guys in? A normal one. We weren't supposed to be drunk, we just were.
Yeah, definitely can't say I've ever played World of Warcraft. I know
Yeah, I've never done
my
that.
neighbor got into it for a little while, and I would watch him play. It looked pretty boring.
Yeah. It wasn't my
I
wasn't
guess
my
like
jam.
the social
Jim
aspect
Jam.
was a huge part of it. The one with Paul Rubens, more like Paul Rubbins. At least he didn't pee into the paper soda cup and then have his friend in the dark pick it up from the chair arm cup holder and drink it at the cinema.
That's a very specific thing to say. I think someone had that happen to them.
And then you just throw it in the big trash can outside. Yep.
Yep, nothing
Oh,
nothing
have you ever
happened.
seen those legends go fish like a popcorn out of the garbage and then go up and ask for a refill? I've seen that happen a lot of times.
That's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. You know what? That's a good idea.
It's ballsy though.
It is ballsy. Amazing.
Although, what are they gonna like? How are they gonna know? Unless they see you dig it out of the garbage, they're probably gonna know you didn't buy it, but they're probably also gonna know that they don't have anything on you. Like I've been on duty, you
Yeah.
know, for the last
Most of
3 hours. I don't remember you, but whatever.
Mhm. WoW looks horrible till you spend some time with the mechanics. Yeah, I bet.
Hmm.
I bet if you get indoctrinated, you could really enjoy it. But yeah, when you watch someone play it, it doesn't make any sense. Because I also watched your neighbor play. Yeah. Nice.
These days, you don't know if that popcorn bucket has the Rona. Yeah, you're not gonna go see a movie
That's very true.
nowadays.
Yeah.
You're gonna stream Mulan and then make a YouTube video about how bad it was. Yeah.
Like a real American. And also, like, I don't know. Why would the movie theaters open
Hmm.
back up again? When things are so weird. I wonder, because I know Wisconsin has a stay-at-home order again, or whatever it is. It's a very loose stay-at-home order. I wonder if the theaters have to close.
I mean, if anything should close,
Because
the
they,
theaters should probably close. It's pretty much worst case scenario, like a couple hundred people in a room together, elbow to elbow. I'll watch movies at home where I can pee when I want and not have to wear pants. Yeah, you can pee when you want and where you want.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly because the movie theater's going bankrupt is that they want to reopen. Bring back
Yeah.
drive-ins. Hilariously enough, drive-ins would flourish right now.
hmm I remember before Corona, there was
Yeah.
a drive-in around here that they were having a lot of
Hmm.
issues staying open, and then they closed down, and then Rona happened, and
Yep.
oh boy, are they back
Yeah, I saw a bunch of movies there.
for some reason. Yeah, for some reason,
Hmm.
it's all fine now.
You just gotta disinfect that little speaker you put in the car window. You're good to go.
I think most people tune into
Mm.
the radio. You just use your car radio and tune into the station. You know what I was thinking about it? Why don't they have cars?
Everything.
Yeah, speakers and windows. You have to crank the windows down. Everything.
They'd probably make less money. Oh yeah,
I'd
me
buy one
too.
of those.
But I don't think they offer featureless cars because they know people are stuck having to buy full featured cars. Because all cars are exactly the same. All cars cost the same. All cars get decent, not great gas mileage.
With some exceptions.
Yeah, but they're not huge exceptions.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Some
true.
of the Hondas do pretty well, it seems. I know I had a friend buy a new car right before all this happened,
Mm-hmm.
who works in entertainment. Might not be good. And he got some pretty good gas mileage. I don't remember what it was, but especially like living in Southern California was pretty good. You could probably play
That's
the
true, but I don't
audio
want
through
to
your
listen. I don't
phone
want. I
now.
don't want phone audio if I'm seeing a movie. I want
Yeah,
loud.
but you plug a headphone in. Well, you're not getting that. You're not going to get great audio, no matter what.
You guys seen the new Borat film? I have not. I probably get around to it though.
I have not either. I heard it's good, but it's not. There was some scandalous stuff in it, and it's all a little bit. I don't know, maybe not as scandalous as people were saying.
I like
But
the
I don't
first
know. I haven't
Borat.
seen it. I liked his show.
Yeah.
This Is
Yeah.
America.
Holy cow, that was wild.
Very, very good. Hilarious. Driving Eons of Battle stream.
Trying to paint in a bouncing car.
Just spend the whole stream throwing shit at each other and screaming about how wrong other painting methods are. Yeah. Heavy metal's for pussies.
Heavy metal is fine. It's just not amazing.
Well, that,
Yes, of course.
yeah, that was me doing you.
Well, guys, it's 10:01. It's about that time. What day is today? Wednesday. New video out Friday. It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
Rewatch today's video a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Many times you can.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.